see me? Hello, 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 hello. How are we, everyone? What's going on, guys? Are we live? Can you see me? Tis the question. What's happening? What's happening? And black was massive and a little feisty but beautiful. Yes, it was. But are we live? That's what I'm after.
I think they said yes, we live.
Yes. No. Vicky T, am I live? They're talking about the black mamba the last video. Laura says, how's it? We're back on. All right, guys. What's going on? I see all the OGs here. Laura, Vicky T. How's it going, guys? How are you all doing? There's Kirsty.
Hello, guys.
What's happening? We are... oh, dear me. Sorry about that. I just dropped the phone. So, Christia, what's happening? Okay, so guys, we are away at the moment. We've just come down yesterday. We're just trying to sort some stuff out. We had a house that we're trying to rent out to people, so we're just making sure it's all okay. And we're heading into a super busy season where we are going to be like busy with setups and everything else, and volunteers and a whole bunch of stuff. So when we're doing something like that, we try our best just to get like in a good kind of space before that. Kirst, you come sit over here, babe. You can hold it because I'm getting cramp in my arm.
So must I turn it around and
yeah.
do the
Just buy one of these ones here.
I'm just gonna go.
Wow. Here we go. How's it going? It was much better.
We got a bit of sun today.
Did I? That's good. So what I'm talking about tonight, we're talking about dreams. Andy Acker's online there. Andy Acker at 3 in the morning or 2 or something in Perth, Australia. Andy Acker, I don't care what you say. You get your backside over here for a volunteer program. All right, buddy? That's what you're going to do. Now, guys, let's get some stuff out the way first. Volunteer program. That's what's going on. It's on the tip of everyone's tongues. You know what I'm saying? And our volunteer program starts 2nd of December. We run week kind of things. You can come for 4 weeks. One guy came for 2 months last time. But it starts on Friday, ends the next Thursday. Next week starts Friday, Thursday, right? The first week, some of you have heard about it, some of you haven't. We are traveling to Limpopo.
Dan's online.
Dan the man. Now listen, we are traveling to Limpopo. Dan's going to be here for that first week with his daughter. Dan, it's just getting better and better by the minute, bro. Because we were going to go up, camp in a garden somewhere for a night or so, get this massive crocodile and a bunch of other stuff, and then come back down. Someone gets hold of me the other day, fans of the channel, and they have actually got a lodge 5 minutes away from where we're getting the crocodile. So they've said, Dingo, bring the Oaks with you, come and stay at our lodge for free. And you can come out, we'll give you a game drive, we'll check out. They've got some giraffe there and a whole bunch of stuff. They've got baby blackback jackal at the moment that we can play with and a whole bunch of things. So that is just phenomenal. So as we go, the trip is developing. So I promise you, come those first couple of weeks, you're going to knock your socks off. So that's happening first week of December. And then it goes on. And then as the holiday period here continues, we do different things, right? So we have 3 setups running in December. We're going to set some of them up in November. Second week of December, we're setting up one. We open our other exhibits on the 15th of December. Then you guys are going to help us run them. You're going to help us look after all the snakes. We're going to just, oh man, I love it. It's going to be pumping. We're going to be busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking competition. It's a busy time of year. We're going to thrash it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to hang out with us in the African summer. There's a whole bunch of different activities you can do if you want to. So there's optional activities like shark diving and interacting with a 6-ton elephant and zip lining and gorge swinging or jumping off a thing and swinging. And there was something else I was going to say too. I said shark diving. I said elephant. I mean, there's lots of stuff. You can do dehorn rhino. You can do whatever you want to do, actually. So there's a whole bunch of optional extras you've got to do there as well. Plus, of course, work with our animals. It's croc feeding season as summer comes because it's warm here. The crocs are on fire. Hey, Kirst?
Yeah.
on
feisty.
fire, guys. Crush is the croc we operated on a few months back when the volunteers were here. Crush is on fire. He's coming out, he's smashing everything that goes near him. We're picking up 150 kilo pig. That's like 350 pounds of pig this week to cut up to give to the crocs. They're just going mental, so that's really exciting. Obviously the new croc's coming, so that's great. But tonight, so if you want to come, bookings at dingowild.com.
There's still spaces left.
There is space, yeah, 100%. We haven't advertised a lot, and you can see it's quite late. We've got a month to go. I'm not going to allow a massive group to come at the same time. This is going to be a bit more intimate. You're going to hang out with us as much as possible. So, hey, if 2 people are there for a week, that's cool with us. Hey, cool?
Yeah.
Hey, Kirst? That'll be like, it'll be great. So, part of what I want you guys to do is to experience the life that we have. And that's what we're going to talk about a bit tonight. So if you do want to come, bookings at dingowild.com. You will need to solidify your place pretty quickly though, because now we've only started advertising the last day or 2. We are getting emails in, we're getting requests and stuff like that. And like I said, I want to keep the numbers fairly small. So, especially when like we're traveling to that other place, is I can't take 40 people with me to the Oaks Lodge. You know, it's going to be limited. Kirst's coming, the family's coming, Lance is coming. So the team's coming because we have to move this croc, obviously. So I need guys like Lance and them there to help me move the croc. My shoulder's still a bit bung. So unfortunately, I'm going to be directing and not jumping on it. I'm still going to jump on the stuff. If the jaws are closed, I can jump, surely. I might get knocked out with the head. Anyway, we'll worry about that when we come to it. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk to you about, guys, is
People are talking about your last video.
What about
They
it?
enjoyed it. They loved seeing Rex.
Oh, that's cool, guys. That's one of the places I'm going to actually be visiting in December as well, is Berwick and all of that stuff. And so what I wanted to say to you guys is this, is that I was on the phone earlier on to Kevin McCurley over in the US of A, right? And I talked to a lot of the guys who you guys watch, you look up to, part of the whole YouTube thing or the TV space, you know? These guys who have successful lives. And I wanted to talk about chasing our dreams tonight. Some of you might be a bit long in the tooth. That's okay. We all got dreams still. But I wanted to talk to people who have just felt a bit down, a little bit like, oh man, you know, I've got these dreams. Are they ever going to happen? And I wanted to say a couple of things. Number one, I can relate. There's times, guys, where, and not once in a blue moon. I'm a positive person, eh, Kirst?
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Annoyingly optimistic.
Annoyingly optimistic is what my wife calls me. And there's times when she would say to me, like, you know, what's wrong or something like that, and I'm down. And the reason I'm down is that there's times where I really battle with feeling like, you know, you're not contributing enough, you're not making a difference enough, you're not reaching your dreams or your desires or whatever you need to do to reach, you know. And that feeling of not succeeding, of not reaching your full potential, of doing, that's something that haunts me almost every single day of my life. I wake up in the morning wanting to make a difference. I wake up in the morning, like, let me show you something here quickly. Like, that's great, you know. Oh, it's cool, it's a beautiful view, that's all, that's fine and dandy. Wind's pumping like an elephant's fart. But anyway, so views are great and having a house is great, you know, but it doesn't, that's not what drives me. What drives me is I wake up in the morning and I want to try and make a difference. I want to try and contribute. I want to try and do something like that, right? And while I'm talking, if you've got any thoughts or comments or questions, just bomb us a super chat there. We'll answer them. But it doesn't always feel like you succeeding. And for some of you out there, you might be feeling, hey, Dingo, you know, the last couple of years, COVID and this and that, and you've been hurricanes maybe or whatever it is, and you're just feeling low. You're feeling right down there. You're just feeling a little bit like, damn, this is hard work. I can relate to what you're feeling. There's a lot of times when that's exactly how I feel. I feel like, I say to Kirst, how are we ever going to pull off what we want to pull off? How are we ever going to make a real impact in this world? How are we ever going to, you know, it feels like you take a step forward, get knocked 2 back sometimes knocked 50 back. And this year has been one of those years for us. It's been a terrifically difficult year, you know. And so the first thing I wanted to say to you is you're not alone. I was on the phone to Kev earlier from New England Reptile, and Kev's like, geez, bro, it's just been a really, really hard year. He's under pressure, financial pressure and staffing pressure and a whole bunch of pressures that he's under. And I speak to other guys in the US and around the world, and it's pressure. It's been tough times, you know what I mean? And guys are like, should I expand? Shouldn't I expand? Should I go forward? Shouldn't I? I'm battling to make ends meet, you know? YouTube and things like that have been down. So people are feeling that all over the place. Guys like Gatorland smashed by a hurricane. And I talk to their team very often, Savannah and Mark and Danny. And before that, their channel was doing nothing. In fact, the hurricanes helped their channel significantly. Their channel's doing really, really well now. A guy like Chandler, his crocodile bite helped his channel, ironically, and that's doing better now. So it's been tough for a lot of people, and yeah.
We got a super chat from Laura.
Hello, Laura.
$50 saying
Thank
love
you.
you guys.
Oh, Laura, we love you to bits. We miss you, man. It was so great getting to meet you at Brian's, and
That was very special.
it was so special taking her there. She drove all the way there to go to Brian's. We're gonna go back to Brian's. Brian wants to fly us out for Animal Con in September. And then after that, the plan is to go up and spend some time with Brian and Laurie and the team there afterwards. But I know it's a bit of a drive, but it'll be so cool to see you again or see you at Animal Con or wherever.
Ryan Biotoxic Exotics
Hiya, bro.
sent us $20 saying just wanted to show love to Dingo and the family.
Ah, thanks, bro.
Hope everyone is doing awesome.
I appreciate that, Ryan. Really, really do.
And Andy sent a message, you and Kirsty are the most inspirational people I've ever met, bro. 2 years later,
you
and
biscuit.
I'm still talking people's ears off about the experiences I had over there.
Oh, you're a biscuit, bro. Just smuggle yourself into the country again. That's what I'm telling you. Andy,
You can come on a boat.
Andy, this flipping first week of December. Guys, I'm not blowing smoke up your bums here. Listen to me. This first week of December, starting from the 2nd, right? Through to, I would say, 2nd to the 14th. There's great stuff happening afterwards. Don't worry about it. But 2nd to the 14th, we're doing stuff Kirsten never done before.
And it also, you always throw extra stuff in along the way. This
Oh,
is
it's
the
changing all the
basic
time.
Stuff. You're going to add in...
Yeah, I've got something in the back of my mind, which I'm trying to pull off for the guys as well. But like, honestly, like Andy, he came on our volunteer program 2 years ago, right? And that was hard work compared to the last one we had. We worked in our exhibits every day. Andy would go wake up at, I don't know, crack of dawn, and he'd work through like 10 o'clock at night at an exhibit and come back, and he had the time of his life. And that's why he still talks about it 2 years later. But I appreciate what your words there, bro.
You just said that they sent an email. It's the absolute dream.
Oh,
So that
buddy,
would be
honestly, guys, I'm not trying to flog it so that we can get your money. That's not what I'm trying to do. Like, the volunteer program doesn't make money for us. It covers costs of people coming. I'm doing it so that you guys can have an experience. I want you to experience what it's like to be us, the highs and the lows. And that's what tonight's live. Now I'm getting into it. Did you notice, Kirst?
Yeah, the shift.
Did you notice that shift there, babe? Hey, how many people we got online there?
Handy.
Handy. All right, listen here, guys. I'm getting into it now. Now, the point of tonight's live stream, and I know I live streamed 2 nights ago, so I hope you guys like our live streams. But the point of tonight is to talk to you about when times get tough, how to bounce back, how to keep chasing your dreams. And this thing that we were doing in December, that's been a dream of mine forever. I love seeing people have experiences they never would have had anywhere else in their lives. That's what it's about. It's about you coming. There's a black mamba, the most dangerous snake in the world, right? Next minute, you're in an opportunity to pick it up like this on a hook stick, mouth open at the camera, and you've got a picture that changes your life. You're feeding crocodiles, you're interacting with elephants, you're doing all these things. That's what drives me. That's what keeps me refreshed. And you know, the other day, I was feeling down, way down. And I was just like, cursed, we're never going to be able to do anything. It's just we're under stress. My eyes twitching thinking about it. And a couple who I know I'm friendly with, they came around to the house, you know. And I showed them around the snake room. And normally I don't like doing tours around the snake room. I see animals every day, you know what I mean? But these guys, as we were showing them, they're like, wow, look at this Mangshang viper with their own eyes. That's what we have to remember. Like a Mangshang viper, there are 300 of them left in the wild. So you're seeing one with your own eyes and let the guy touch a marshy. It's like, it's not like touching or driving a Ferrari. There's 30 million of them in the world. You're touching a Mangshang viper, or you're touching a 6-ton bull elephant. That's life-altering stuff. I took them out to the crocodiles, gave them experience. When they left afterwards, I was buzzing. I was like, this is what it's all about. It's about showing people these incredible animals and getting them to be like, they might be a bit scared of them, but getting them to be like, oh my gosh, I never knew Nile crocodiles were so amazing. Or I never knew black mambas, king cobras, Mangshang vipers, banded, forest cobras, you name it, Bella, all of those animals. I never knew how strong Bella was. I never knew how whatever. And that's what got me G'd up again. And I just, it refines things for me. It clarifies things for me where I'm like, this is what it's all about. This is what my family wakes up for in the morning. This is why I can't go to bed at night. This is why we sacrifice our holidays, is to show people animals and get people's into animals' hearts. You got something there?
Yeah, I just clicked. Ryan sent another super chat.
Thank you, Ryan.
And I clicked which Ryan it was, because it says for the start of the Chick-fil-A fund for next time in the States.
Oh, awesome, Ryan. Yeah, good, man. Thank you, bro. And I appreciate him. He brought us Chick-fil-A, guys, while we were at Gatorland one day. He just rocked up.
Hey.
First Chick-fil-A we ever had. Now for you, it's just like, oh, it's just chicken. No. It's big. When we were there recently, we brought some Chick-fil-A sauce home with us.
Coming to an end.
That's how amazing it was. So Ryan, you're a legend, bro. And so the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that life is hard. The last 3 years have been the toughest 3 years of my life. COVID hits us hard, guys. We're a tourism business, man. We're a business about having public facilities that people come to. They don't come to your public facilities when they're worried about dying because someone's got the sniffles. You know what I'm saying? So COVID hit us for 2 years in South Africa really, really hard. Then we had riots where people came in and they broke stuff and burnt our stuff, and that hit us really hard. Then we had floods just in about April this year. Floods hits us really, really hard. Our economy is in the drain. You think your economy in America and wherever in England is in trouble? You have no idea. We are 18 Rand to the dollar at the moment, guys. 18 Rand to the dollar. We get smoked. Our fuel price is higher than the fuel price in the US. It's cheap to live here if you earn dollars. It's not cheap to live here if you earn Rand. You know what I'm saying? So, it's been a real tough 3 years.
Containers?
Oh, and we got ripped off with a container when, those guys took 15 grand of ours, $1,000, and ran away with it and didn't drop off a container off the riots to put the rest of our stuff into. So it's been a challenging time. And there's times I wake up and I'm like, cursed. Oh my gosh, I just can't, I can't carry on. The financial stress is just, I'm bad with that. It eats me up, financial stress. How are we going to pay staff? How are we going to get animal food? How are we going to just make bills? How are we ever going to grow stuff if I'm worrying about if we're going to make it to the end of the month this month? You know what I mean? How are we going to build a park? How are we going to do all these big, lavish things that we want to do? How are we going to do all this incredible stuff if we're stressed about, geez, have we got enough money to buy food for the bunnies, to feed the crocodiles, and to feed the snakes? That's the reality of what we go through sometimes, often. And that really stresses me out. And I get bummed. I get right down there. I'm an optimistic person. But that kind of stress can put me right down. But I remember my brother-in-law once said, he says, you know what one of your strongest strengths is? He says, bounce back ability. I said, what the hell is that? He says, you bounce back from bad stuff or from tough times. And the more I'm getting older, I was going to say maturing, but I don't know if that's true. I was catching a black mamba today in my board shorts. So, but the more I'm getting older,
Wiser.
no, I don't know about that either. But I'm realizing that sometimes in life, the only difference between reaching your dreams is not, is you have to be one stubborn son of a gun who just never ever gives up. And I know that Bear Grylls says never give up, and this entrepreneur says never give up, and Winston Churchill said never give up, we will never surrender. But the reality is I want to give up almost every week. By the time Tuesday comes, at the moment, by the time Tuesday comes, it's like, oh, this week is hard. you know? And we have to remember why we're doing what we're doing. I'm not doing it to make budgets. I'm doing it to get animals into people's hearts. That's what we're doing.
What did Rex say to you the other day? I remember you loved it because he...
Well, it was about the volunteer program. And I said to him, Rex, we're not going to make any profit on the volunteer. I said, he says, Dad, what's wrong? So I said, I'm stressed, boy. He says to me, why, Dad? I said, boy, because, you know, the volunteer program, I thought it would be profitable. It's not going to be profitable because particularly in June, in July and August, we had to buy like tents and a whole bunch. It's like a massive tent. It was a $15,000 big tent to go over the small tents. We had to build ablutions and a whole bunch of stuff. So that cost us money, right? So I said, I was hoping it would help us out a bit. It's not going to, but it might cover costs. And he's like, Dad, it doesn't matter. I said, what do you mean it doesn't matter? He says, Dad, as long as people, these volunteers are getting to fall in love with animals, that's all that counts. That's why we're here. Hit me like a ton of bricks, eh? Now, I know it's the idealistic world of a 7-year-old who doesn't carry the stresses that we carry. But you might, I don't know what your dream is, guys. It might be to knit socks and sell them in a flea market. It might be to spend time with your grandparents, or your grandkids. It might be to start a new business. It might be to quit your job and go and do something else. It might be a whole bunch of stuff. All I know is something worth creating, something worth producing, something worth chasing is very rarely easy. I'm not doing this because this is easy. I'm doing this because it's the only thing that makes me come alive. I am the most driven son of a gun you've ever met when it comes to getting up in the morning. I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. And I battle when I feel like I'm not making a difference. Hey, Kirst?
Yeah, it eats you up.
It eats me up. It eats me right up. And that's something that I'm having to try and work through myself. But I wanted to encourage you guys that those of you who have had tough times, some of you have had health issues. We get emails all the time. Dingo, thank you for your video. It made me laugh. I've been battling with my cancer and all of that stuff. You've got health issues that you just cannot give up. You have to be a stubborn son of a gun. You have to say, you know what? Stuff the neighbor who's giving me a hard time. Or stuff the nosy neighbor. Stuff the conservation officers. Stuff the public. Stuff this person. Stuff that person. Just suck my balls. That's what you have to say. That's what you have to say.
Shirt.
Rex, come here!
I think that might be your next t-shirt.
Rex! One of you's got clothes on.
Crawling,
come here!
the screen,
I'm going to say something. Rex is going to show you what you say to people when they say you can't do it. To the camera. Bombastic!
Suck my balls.
Yeah! What do you say? Suck my balls! Now this is probably got PG. Now we're going to be in trouble. I don't care. Suck my balls. Hey, Rex?
Suck my balls.
Yes, that's it. Well done. Excellent job. I'm so proud of you. Now, listen. I don't know where that came from, but I've watched some movies also where guys are just like, suck my balls. You know, they don't say that. And I'm sorry for the grannies out there if I'm offending you. I don't mean to offend you, but just get the heart behind it. You know what I mean? Not so much Rex's dance moves. But whatever it is, whether it's your illness, whether it is family giving you issues, whether it's financial stuff, whether it's whatever, reaching your goals and living your dream has got to do with a whole bunch of suck my balls. It's got to do with I'm going to get up. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like going to do this show for a whole bunch of kids who are going to be like, I do it all the time, guys. It feels like I'm selling my soul sometimes. My voice goes because these bloody children are making so much noise. It's not about that. It's about getting animals into people's hearts for us. And whatever your dream is, whatever your desire is, you need to just sometimes get up, grab yourself by the scruff of the neck, pull yourself out of bed, go jump in the swimming pool if that's going to wake you up in the morning. You don't have a swimming pool? Cold shower. That'll do it too. You have a cold shower in the morning and you say, suck my
Balls.
Suck my balls. That's what you say to whatever's getting in your way. Yes, Kirst.
Sorry, people are loving this, saying they really needed to hear it. Thank you. Loving Rex's little dance. Laura.
TJ, do you want to say suck my balls?
No.
No.
Laura sent us $25 saying
Thank you,
you're
Laura.
really making my day. Dan Robertson, £9.
Oh, thanks, Dano.
When I came over in August, it changed my life so much. I want my daughter to experience it as well
Right.
this time. You are truly inspirational. I have every faith in you.
Oh, thank you, Dan. Really appreciate your support, my man. And guys, that's exactly what it's like. So when you're chasing your dreams, it always looks good on Instagram. I want to tell you that. I look at my Instagram profile and I'm like, this oak is living the life. It's not the same in reality. The Instagram guy's not tired. The Instagram guy, you're getting a 3-minute video, you're getting 15 seconds in a reel on Instagram, and it's the best 15 seconds. That's right. There's 2 minutes 45, which were rubbish, to get the 15 seconds. You know what I mean? It's like today, how's this? Instagram life today. We went down to the beach, we got some mussels, we got some crayfish, we cooked them up. We had a beautiful little canapes with smoked salmon, cream cheese, with some mussels on, some sweet chili sauce there. We had some beautiful crayfish. That's Instagram. The reality is, look over here. That there's fireweed from grabbing the crayfish. You can't see it now, but over the next 2 days, it's gonna get all welty and look like pash rash. Rex has urinated, that's right. He's urinated on my arm 4 times today so far. Hey? My best friend. That's what friends are for. He's peed on my arm because it's been burning so much. That's reality to get the canapé. You guys see the canapé a lot of the time. The volunteers don't. They come out, they see everything. But a lot of people, you know what I mean? They see our lives. They see Kevin's, they see Chandler's, they see Brian's, they see, name it, Carl from Primitive Predators. They see all of us guys, Savannah's. And people will often say, oh man, if only I could be like that. Guys, do you know how many poo you have to clean to get there? And then when you're there and you got somebody else cleaning your poo, do you know the issues you have with that? I mean, it's not easy. It's not rosy. Life is not easy for a lot of people, most people, including you, including us. But that's okay, because my wife's been teaching me something. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Oh, honey, you're going to ring me. Oh, no.
Should I record the screen?
Oh, my gosh.
Rex, also wants to know what this is.
Say Dad.
So Kirsten's always like,
I'll hold it back.
you just keep quiet. Go sit over there in your chair. So Kirsten's always like, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. I'm like, bugger the journey, I'm all about the destination, right? But the reality is if all we're doing, and I aim for it, is the destination. I aim for, our park is open, people are coming through, it's magnificent, it's 3 farms instead of 1. I live so far in the future in my life, I can often get disillusioned with where we are. But where we are is pretty sweet, and that's what I realized the other day when those people came around. That's what I realized when the volunteers came around in July, and the one guy was cleaning King Cobra poo, and he says, I cannot believe I've got King Cobra poo on my hand. That's what I realized, is that what we've got right now is pretty sweet. The impact we're making right now is pretty sweet. We've lost our channel. We've had a whole bunch of things happen to us. It's still pretty, I didn't mention that in our 3 years of toughness. That was bloody hell, PTSD. But it's about reaching your goals. It's about never giving up. Never give up. And I know, I get it. All these bloody oaks with their books who've written books say, never give up. I know. But just get rid of all that. Never give up. Never give up. Sometimes that's the only thing that's going to stop us, is giving up. Honestly, I want to do everything I can to never ever give up. So sometimes that means when people come at you, when things come at you, when tough financial times come at you, health issues come at you, whatever it is, all you need to say, you can say, I said it. You can say, suck my
Balls.
Suck my balls! Suck my balls! That's what you need to say. Next time your mother-in-law said, not my mother-in-law, she's a sweetheart. But next time your mother-in-law gives you a hard time, you need to say, Dorothy, suck my balls. That's what you need to say. When your nosy neighbor sticks their long-ass nose over there, you haven't electrified your fence, electrify your fence. Or hit that long nose. And they say, I'm sorry, your bushes, suck my balls. She won't know what to do. That nosy neighbor, she'll be like, Nigel, do you know what this man just said to me? And you say, hey, Nigel, suck my balls too. That's what we need to do sometimes. We just need to be tough son of a gun, so stubborn. You need to love people passionately. You need to be big-hearted, guys. Sometimes what happens in life, for me, I'm a very trusting person. I let people into our lives, as you can see. This is Saturday night with my family. There's Maddie Moo there.
Hi guys.
That's Maddie Moo. There's TG over there. We're all here together, right? And we're all here together. I'll let you into my life, but then sometimes you can get hurt. You know what I mean? You got idiots on social media saying, you're an idiot, you're a Walmart Steve Irwin, you're a this, you're a tit, you're a plonker, you're a whatever. And then what happens is you start pulling back a bit. You start closing your heart down. You start stepping back. Instead of saying, suck my balls! That's when you're fire in your eyes like this. Like you're crazy. Suck my balls! No one's going to take you on like that. No one. They're going to be like, this guy's mad. Back it up right now. Dorothy, stop looking over the fence. This is what Nigel's saying to Dorothy, the nosy neighbor, because he's going to kill you or hit you in the face with his balls. Have you had enough rope? Yeah, or he's gonna take the black mamba and throw it over the fence. Dorothy, come back. No, Nigel, come back, Dorothy. That's what's gonna happen when you say, suck my balls!
We've got a super chat.
I hope no one's listening with earphones in. I'm popping their eardrums here.
Thomas C. Savisavi.
Tommy Tas, visa.
He sent us 10 euros. He says, hey, my lovely Dinkelmans. Guys, if you come to South Africa to the volunteer program, don't play soccer with them. They're so good. It's harder
Yes.
than a rock.
That's right. We play. I broke my toe playing soccer, so if that's any I broke my toe. I think Lance also broke his toe, but we won. We couldn't breathe. We both had flu at the time and 2 broken toes, but we won. That's right. Tough as woodpecker lips, but that's what you have to be. Sometimes you just, you know what, some of you guys, you just been feeling down, man. You're letting the world kick you in the balls. No. You can't kick you in the balls. You must tell them to suck your balls. That's it. That's the moral of the story. I've got nothing better to say. Kirst, what do you think?
I agree.
Do you agree? What do you say, my bud?
I agree. I don't have your passion, but you have to. You can't let people get you down.
Hey? And sometimes they can be idiots, eh?
Yeah. Speech!
That's right. Speech. What do you reckon?
Speech!
Speech.
Amen.
Amen. What do you reckon?
Yay. Amen.
Amen. Rex is more into suck my balls than TJ is. I know TJ would never say suck my balls to anyone.
Everyone wants you to keep this on so that when they need a bit of a pickup, they can come and watch your motivational speech.
We might. Maybe we do. Well, I don't know. You see, the reason I was actually just going all out there is because I know no one else is going to watch it there that isn't on you. But guys, that's it. You want to chase your dreams. I want to chase my dreams. And we are lucky that you are part of that dream. Like having you guys alongside with us.
Be rather lonely.
Ah, man, alive. It's sometimes, honestly, like when we flew into Michigan and we had a meet and greet and sold out, Brian told me, in 15 minutes. And we had Laura Wilcox, and we had Mama Tomsky flying from Florida. And people came to meet us. Like, it was so humbling for us. It was so moving that people would travel to come and see us. It didn't make any sense. And we feel so honored and so privileged that you would want to come and spend time with us in Africa, or that you would want to financially contribute to what we do, or just be part of the team. Like, it is just phenomenal, and we wouldn't be able to live our dream without you. That's the truth, honestly. We wouldn't have the property. We wouldn't want to. It's so much fun that you guys want to be part of this dream. So for us, we're going to chase our dreams, and I'm going to chase it harder than ever before. We're going to get through the next 3 months because that's probably our busiest, toughest time of the year. We're going to do some restructuring in February, just some changes I need to make. And then we're going to go balls to the wall next year. Our permits have come through for the park. The park. That's it. 2 years of waiting, baby. 2 years of waiting. We got permits.
Applications?
Oh, geez, these idiots. They change their mind what application you need every 3 months. But our permits are issued. So from next year, we can start putting zebra onto the farm. Wildebeest. Antelope species, all of that stuff we can start putting on there, guys. So, because that doesn't require any structural changes. We don't dig or grade or whatever. So that's going to start happening from then as well, which I'm super pumped about. So after that, you can come out, you can feed our antelope and our zebra, and all of that stuff. Woo, my throat's going. My balls are going.
On that note, Sham, you're bursting Michelle's eardrums. She sent us $5 to tell you she's listening on headsets.
Put them down, Michelle. Put them down. Let your whole family hear me. Because your ears are going to go. My throat's gone, so your ears are going to go. So, guys, I think that's where we're going to end off. My point, I think the only thing you're going to pull out of this is suck my balls. But that's what we have to do. We have to be stubborn. That's my point. You have to be like, I'm not giving up. Times have been tough. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to carry on going. I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to run into that war one more time, because on this time, the war might break down. It took us 2 years to get permits, which should have taken us a month, because we're dealing with people who are denied for no reason. Like computers stolen.
Invasive.
My emails aren't working, not mine, the emails aren't working. They can't come out and inspect the thing. Then they inspect it, another guy gives an opinion. They can't talk to it. Like, it's frustrating. I get it, man. The red tape about building our park. Oh, sweet Lord, I got an email on yesterday, on Thursday. I almost threw my computer out the window into the pond. So stupid. Can't the people just talk to each other instead of sending me an email in hieroglyphics about engineering crud that I don't understand? Just talk to the engineer and sort it out, man. Like, I'm getting angry now.
No, you're on such a good
So I said, suck my balls. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to let go of our dreams. I'm not going to step back. I'm not going to retreat. We're going to push on harder. You come at me, I'm going to come at you more. And you know, one of the things in the Bible, there's a verse that says, when the devil comes in like a flood, God, and that's what it's like. When we have this little attack, like a flood, here we come. We're going to kick you in the nads. You know, like sometimes the water recedes in the sea, and then a massive wave comes, hits you in the face. That's what we have to do sometimes. Is when the pressure comes, how you doing? I got some partners here. I got some partners, hey. I see pride.
I see power.
I see a badass mother who don't take no crap from.
No one.
That's right. That's from Cool Runnings, if you don't remember. I see pride.
I see power.
I see a
Badass mother who don't take no crap off of no one.
That's right. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap off of no one. Now they love it so much because they're not allowed saying ass or crap. But one more time. Are you ready?
Wait for me.
All right. Now listen, guys. This is what you have to say. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you tell the others to suck your balls.
What do you see?
But in the mirror, I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap off of no one. We love you guys lots. We're going to see you next time. I hope you had fun. Dingo and the kids and Kirsty out.